Welcome once again to Mr. Potato Awesome Fitness Tips, the place where your fucking fitness questions are going to be answered, my friends. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day. I just finished working out, took a shower, and here I am. Uh, so let's do this, bros. Let's fucking do this. Uh, it's strange. I get so fucking nervous. I had all a fucking awesome speech prepared to start the fucking stream, and then when the fucking stream starts, my brain goes boop, turns off, and I don't know what to say, and I start getting nervous and everything. But the idea is simple, man. You can join the fucking chat, and I will do my best to give you the most razor sharp straight answer about your fucking question that I can, going thoroughly through all the fitness concepts that I already know that I can share with you. So that's exactly what we do in this live stream. If you are watching this later, if you are watching this after I finish streaming, come back tomorrow. I'm doing this every fucking day, so it's just a matter of joining the fucking chat and sending whatever fucking question that you want, and I'll do my best to fucking answer it. I spend a fuck ton of time researching all this fucking fitness concepts, so I probably got the answer to your question, bro. And remember, this is not about this is not about becoming a fucking world record holder or becoming better than anybody else. It's just about becoming better than you are today, motherfucker. So that's what we are doing here. Yo, what's up, Jakey? Woo, how you doing, my boy? Yeah. How are things in the UK today, bro? I think is everything sunny down there? Up there? I'm I'm south. I'm on the south of you. Oh, awesome, bro! Awesome. Fuck yeah! I just discovered that I can program these live streams to become a podcast later. So now they are available on Google Podcasts. I'm arranging things to make this available on Spotify. For now, it's not really that big of a deal because I'm still struggling to present things and be like a host of the broadcast. But eventually, I'll be able to like bash things and talk non-stop. What's up, Dean? How you doing? Stay on the fucking iron path, my brother. How you doing? What's up, Sarfaras? Olá, estou aprendendo português brasileiro. Ah, pode. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Yo, Portuguese is fucking hard to learn, bro. Como é que tá aprendendo? Como é que tá o português aí? Tá conseguindo entender alguma coisa do que eu falei aqui agora? Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Portuguese is awesome. It's raining like crazy in the UK. Right here, we are about to enter the worst weather of the year. Because in the area that I live in Brazil, which is Rio Grande do Sul, it's it has a gnarly winter and a gnarly summer. So it's really hot in the summer and really hot and really really cold in the winter. And right at this time, it's in the mornings it's super fucking cold, and then at midday it's super fucking hot, and then at night it gets cold again. So you need to prepare like five different clothing to use throughout the day. It's absurd, bro. What sunlight? Yeah, bro. I heard the UK is pretty gray, bro. Pretty gray. Always cloudy in that shit. So let's take a look at some questions here. Question from Kevin Johnson. Should I drink a gallon of water when I work out at the gym? Yo, bro, a gallon of water is a little bit too much. There's there's an equation that is used to measure how much water you need to be ingesting when you are working out, but that's usually more for like professional athletes. For regular people, it's just use common sense, bro. If you are feeling like you are a little bit dehydrated, the thing is, you should never feel your fucking tongue like dry and feel that like you are dehydrated. You need to always be ingesting at least a little bit of liquids. But for the sake of showing you guys the fucking equation. It's called the Galpin equation. It's developed by a PhD in muscle physics. It's not developed by him. Developed by him. It's Dr. Andy Galpin, which is a PhD in muscle physiology. He suggested this in a podcast with Dr. Andrew Huberman from the Huberman Lab podcast, and then Andrew Huberman just like, oh, that's the Galpin equation, and he named the equation after Andy Galpin, which is like your body weight in pounds divided by 30 is the number of ounces of water to ingest per 15 minutes of exertion. On average, not necessarily. On the one, oh fuck, I don't know how to say that. Yeah, essentially, body weight in pounds divided by 30 is the number of ounces of water you ingest every 15 minutes of exertion. But remember that this fucking equation, this Galpin equation, is more designed for a fucking professional fucking athlete than for us like regular folks that are just hitting whatever we can find in the under the barbell that day and going home, you know, which is what you should be doing. You should be trying to train like a fucking utter psycho every single day, especially if you have other things in your life that you are trying to achieve. Sometimes we can go beast mode, but it's better to go beast mode only sporadically. So that's it, bro. That's how much water you need to be ingesting. Use your intuition. The millions of years of fucking nature develop your fucking intuition. It's the only thing that machines can't do. Don't tell me that ChatGPT have more answers than me, motherfucker. ChatGPT can know the stuff that I know. And although ChatGPT is fucking awesome, it fucking sucks in some topics. Ask it to fucking design a program for you, and the bot is going to design the most cookie cutter stupid program that you've ever seen, bro. Woo! Let's see what the chat has to say. Fuck yeah. Didn't say it. In one of your first videos, I seen a gi in the background. Do you train BJJ? Yeah, I'm not training BJJ for a long fucking time, like consistently, but I trained like a motherfucker when I was a teen, from 15 to 21, and in the last 13 years, I've never trained like consistently anymore, but I still train from time to time. I visit my friends' gyms and I go there and train. And since I'm in shape, like I can hang with the boys, you know? Yeah, BJJ is fucking awesome, man. I'm a fighting fanatic. I grew up fighting, grew up around capoeira, around Muay Thai and BJJ my entire life. Most of my closest, most no, I have two of my closest friends are black belts in jiu-jitsu, and one of them is also a state champion in Muay Thai. So yeah, me and my friends would like to throw down, bro. Yeah, bro. What's up, TSJ? How you doing, my brother? I'm gonna go hydrate my damn self. Hell yeah, bro. Me too. Hydration. Mm. Also, shove a pinch of salt on your fucking water at least once a day or before your workouts. Because sodium, my brother, sodium is fucking gnarly. Sodium is what produces it's what allows for electricity inside your fucking body. So if you want your fucking muscles firing, contracting, generating powerful contractions, you need to have sufficient sodium inside the body. And if you also don't want to cramp like a motherfucker because you have too much sodium and an electrolyte imbalance in your system, then add fucking magnesium and potassium. Eat some nice fruits throughout the day. And for magnesium, I supplement magnesium because it's a bit tricky to find magnesium in food. So yeah, bro, yeah, electrolytes are life. And those electrolyte drinks sucks. Not the like Element is a good electrolyte drink. Liquid IV is a good electrolyte mix. But when I say like Gatorade and these Powerades and these aids that are out there, they usually have a distribution of electrolytes that is pretty much stupid. You're not achieving anything using them. Whoa, let's see what Sarfaras has to say here. Is Supercharge turned on for this channel? First time here. Unfortunately not, because I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. But bro, if you wanna send a fucking tip for me, I will post my fucking PayPal on the chat right now. That my other friend, Alfie, my brother, suggested me to do this. So if you wanna contribute in any way, bro, anything helps, because yeah, for me to keep doing this fucking lives and answering questions here, I need to pay my fucking bills. So if you wanna donate, I appreciate it, bro. So hey, hit me up, bros. Hit me up with some questions. I'm this live is going to be a little bit shorter than usual, because I was swamped with work in my 9 to 5 today, and I couldn't start the live stream earlier. So yeah, bro. So that's it. Let's see. Well, let's pick another question from Quora. And if you guys have anything, hit me up. If you wanna talk about whatever shit, just don't put me in the spot to say something very polemic that will going to get me canceled, because I'm a little bit stupid with those kind of things, and I always say the wrong thing. I always have the worst opinions on these stupid matters of today, bro. Well, let's see. John Barron asked, any advice on how to gain muscle quickly? That's hard. Without damaging them. Without damaging them. For a young, skinny person without steroids, obviously. Young, skinny person. Okay, if you're young, I assume, when you're saying young, I'm assuming like 14, 15 years old. If you're 14 and 15 years old, you are at your fucking prime, of your endocrine system, of your energy levels, and the ability of your body to adapt to stimulus, okay? So when you are 15 and you are skinny, if you are chubby, that's a problem, because when you are chubby, you need to make efforts in two different directions if you want to build muscle. Let's not just build muscle, but recomp your fucking body. When you're chubby, you need to reduce your body fat and increase your muscle mass. You're trying to do things that are contrary to each other. One requires you to eat more protein and train like a motherfucker, and the other requires you to spend energy and eat less calories than you fucking consume. That's hard to do. But when you are skinny, all you need to do is eat as much as you can and train as much as you can. And when you are skinny and young, you can train as much as you can, and you have the fucking appetite to do it. Because kids adapt fast. You still don't have the baggage of a lifetime with a pattern of behaviors, a lifetime of a pattern of eating, for instance. I have a lot of people that reach out to me that they are vegetarians for their entire life, usually people from India, and they are not simply not accustomed of eating like a ton of fucking protein every fucking day. And sometimes when I say to them like, yo, you need to eat 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per day, per pound of body weight per day, they look at that and think, holy fuck, 0.7? While a guy like me that grew up in a farm eating fucking protein like a crazy person, to me it's borderline hard to not go overboard with how much protein I'm eating. Although when I try to, like, when I'm right now, I'm not as big as I used to be. So when I was big, it was really hard to hit like 300 grams of fucking protein. That becomes kind of a chore. But less than that, it's fucking easy. So I lost myself. I lost my train of thought here. We were talking with John Barron. John Barron. So John, listen, bro. If you want to build muscle quickly, you need to be using compound heavy exercises that move a lot of fucking muscles at the same time. That stimulates a lot of fucking muscles at the same time. Why a lift is called a compound lift? It's because multiple joints are being used to execute the fucking lift. Because there are multiple joints, to move the joints, the fucking muscles need to contract. Your bones don't move on themselves, your ligaments, your tendons, they don't do shit. What allows for movement in the musculoskeletal system is the muscles. So when you are moving several body parts at once, you are stimulating all the body parts at the same time. And that also allows you to use more weight. So that's what you need to do. You need to pick your fucking squats, bench presses, overhead presses, deadlifts, pull-ups, barbell rows, lunges. You can use, you can learn how to clean and jerk. You can learn how to snatch. Snatch is a little bit too fucking overboard, but clean and jerks are fucking insane as a full body workout for you to develop muscle in the entire system and teach your body how to work as a fucking unit. One of the things that people that engage in resistance training and engage in weightlifting, usually they are so afraid of fucking getting hurt that they forget that it's not about isolating muscle, you know? Let's say you are doing a dumbbell row. It's not about like just hitting that specific part of the lat and the upper back that you are trying to hit. Use your entire body. Use them. What's the problem of building muscle on parts of the body that you are not targeting? I was talking about this yesterday about lateral raises. I'm blessed with big traps. Why? Because I don't try to fucking, when I'm doing lateral raises, I'm not really trying to isolate my fucking shoulder. If my trap pick up a bit of the weight, fuck it, I'm going to have bigger traps. That's awesome. I like big traps. Everybody likes fucking big traps. Why not? You know? So go for heavy compound exercises. Try to increase your fucking workload like crazy because you are young and your endocrine system and your body will allow you to build a gnarly work capacity. For instance, when I was fucking 15 years old, I used to, every morning at school, I used to play soccer. And then at the afternoon, I would like play with my friends outside all day and ride bikes and do stupid shit. At night, I would go to fucking jujitsu training. And sometimes I lifted weights before jujitsu because, well, the guy on the fucking gym allowed us to lift for free because we competed for the gym. So think of that workload, bro. I essentially did physical exercise for all the entire goddamn day. And I'm not a good athlete, you know. I'm a fucking average athlete. I was the worst guy on the team. I always was the last guy picked to play soccer. So imagine if you have a good genetic, how much you can fucking do. So don't read on the advice that you need to like, oh, go super fucking methodical and don't ramp your fucking workload too fast, especially if you are a kid. If you are a little bit beat up like me, or you are like me, like 30 something or 40 something, then you need to be a little more cautious about what you're doing. But since you said you are young, your body is primed to do work. You are at the age that you were supposed to be going to war to die. Okay, that's what your body, your endocrine system and all your fucking functions are designed for, you to go to war and die in war. Okay, that's what was going to happen if you were born like 500 years from now. So that's what you're going to do now on the fucking gym, on the fucking Iron Temple, bro. You're going there to war. And that's something that we all should be doing, if I'm being honest, you know? Not trying to kill yourself. In war, you pick your battles, you pick your opponents. But yeah, I like that analogy. Whew, let's see the fucking chat right now. Chickity, 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 chat. Sarfaras. Advice on reps and sets. I hear I should go for 2 to 3 reps from failure. Is that for every set or just the final set? That's a great question, bro. The idea is simple, okay? There's a concept called rate of perceived exertion, and there's a twin concept called reps in reserve. It's RPE and RIR, okay? Both of them, they tell you, they give you an estimation for where you should stop your fucking set to introduce a quality stimulus, a high quality stimulus. And what is a high quality stimulus? A high quality stimulus is a stimulus that creates a good chunk of a good stimulus to adaptation, but not a ton of fatigue, a ton of damage that is going to hinder you from hitting that body part again in the following workouts. So that's called, by Mike Israetel from Renaissance Periodization, calls that stimulus to fatigue ratio. And that's what working in the 2 to 3 reps from failure will provide you. Will provide with consistent good stimulus and not beat you up so much. But the sheer amount of fucking stimulus that you are going to introduce when you do a fucking set to failure is higher. But the sheer amount of damage is way much higher. I had a fucking chart about this. I'm going, let me draw this just to make it more illustrative. I made a fucking chart another day, but I will not find it in time. So I'm going to make another. So let's take this shit here. Boom. Oh fuck. Okay. So let's say here we are going to put damage, which is damage can be called like damage and fatigue is the exact same thing. And on the other side, we are going to put stimulus. Not to be mistaken with those payments that Americans were receiving during COVID. Stimulus check. Yeah, boom, damage and stimulus. Now let's grab a little bar here. Let's put a bar there, a red bar for damage. Wow, and let's put a fucking. Now we can close this one, just to so you guys can see it better. Okay, boom, damage. Let's copy this one and stimulus. Pa 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 pa. Let's make this beautiful. Okay, when you are working at a 2 to 3 RIR, okay, your stimulus is going to be right here and your damage is going to be right here, okay? When you go to failure, your stimulus is going to go up. It's going to be a little more than when you're not going to failure, when you are stopping 2 to 3 reps shy of failure, but your damage is going to go way up. And if you are a fucking utter psycho and you are introducing drop sets and myoreps and every fucking special metabolite technique that exists in the fucking world, you are going to add just a little bit more and your fucking damage will skyrocket and you will have like to spend 16 days recovering from your workout, okay? So that's why you need to stay at a manageable volume. Another consideration is that, let's say you are, oh fuck, I lost my fucking bar. Okay, let's make another. Another consideration is that, are there gains with less than those fucking reps? Yes, there is. Let's say you are, this is the 2 to 3, this is 3 to 2 reps shy of failure. You're going to get a nice stimulus with a manageable amount of damage. And another approach that you could be doing is going like 4 to 6 reps shy of failure and ramp up your frequency like crazy, okay? Then each workout is going to have way less stimulus, but borderline no fucking damage. And this is a strategy that might be interesting for beginners because you can put a ton of fucking reps. Okay, you can start doing way more reps, and there's a lot of adaptations that happen in the beginning when you are just starting working out. There are more neurological. It's more about teaching your body how to fucking move, how to execute the lifts, how to stay under the bar and feel good under the bar and move the weights. Sometimes your body is just not accustomed of like squeezing things and holding things into place. And one great way to know if you are in this position, let's say you are doing squats or no bench presses, and when you are pushing in the bench press, you are like fucking unstable as fuck and trembling through your reps. That means that your body it doesn't really know how to fucking bench press yet. And you would be better served by simply going there and executing the bench press and focusing on learning how to move, learning how to execute the technique of the bench press. And then when you are like, okay, my form, my technique is pristine, I'm fucking like, when I move these weights, it's I'm fucking explosive as shit. Then you start to use that basic the basic advice that everybody give online, like add 5 pounds each week. You know, the same goes for every other lift. Once you are feeling powerful, that's the time you are feeling powerful and confident in your technique. That's the time that you start to add weight and focus on progressive overload more aggressively. Yeah, I hope that answers your question, my friend Sarfaras. Ooh, let's see what else we have here. I'm going to start my first cycle this year, 200 mgs of test for 8 weeks with 50 grams of Anavar. Woo! Going to get fucking jacked. I'm going to take Novaldex for PCT. I have seen some PPL take this on cycle. Some people take this on cycle. Is there any benefit to this? Novaldex. Novaldex is what? Clomid? Or Novaldex? Novaldex is an astrozole. Let me take a look at this. It's tamoxifen. Yeah, tamoxifen. It has. Look, bro. The objective with fucking tamoxifen is to restore your fucking HPTA if you get shut down. It's interesting to have it at hand, but there's one problem with tamoxifen, which is it causes macular degeneration. Essentially, it's going to fuck up your vision. So, is your vision good? You already have a great vision? If you already have a great vision, then it's gonna it maybe you take the bad roll of the dice and you are not going to have a great vision anymore. And yeah, it's complicated, bro. That's a like you are essentially almost doing TRT, you know. Your cycle, it's not that aggressive. What you are planning to do, it's not aggressive at all. I would suggest you to consider the natty route because I'm a fucking advocate for staying natty forever as long as you fucking possibly can, and focusing more on like behavioral practices that can increase your fucking testosterone and make you grow optimally and take the time to grow, because the gains that you make when you are training as a natural, they stay, bro. You know, like sometimes I take like 4 months off and like I barely lose any fucking muscle. And the muscles you are going to be gaining by hopping on cycle, and the time you, if you ever get off of stop training and get off the stuff, those gains are all going to vanish. So it's an investment that is just going to fuck your endocrine system potentially, maybe fuck your fucking vision, maybe fuck other aspects of your of your health. So I don't know if that's a great idea, you know? But yeah, it's complicated, bro. It's really, really fucking complicated. And the tamoxifen that you are going to be taking, the sole purpose of it is to restore your HPTA by allowing your I don't remember if it stimulates the pituitary gland to produce luteinizing hormone, but it essentially will help your balls unshrunk, help your balls like grow back and restore your natural production. Yeah, that's what I have to say about it, bro. Yes, Sarfaras, that's something that I've seen too. Here in Brazil, people, at least Dean is planning on doing something really conservative. It's going to yield nice results for him because just if he was doing just TRT, you know, if he was doing like 150 mgs of test, just TRT is already super physiological. It's already way more than a natural person is going to be producing inside their body. because when you introduce exogenous testosterone, the free testosterone in your bloodstream and the testosterone running around the fucking bloodstream is constant. So when you are natural, you need to really have your fucking circadian rhythms, which are regulated by having regular sleep, like waking up every fucking day at the same time and going to sleep every fucking day at the same time, to set the schedule of your circadian rhythms and allow your body to produce pulses of testosterone at the correct time. And to do that as a natural, a lot of people don't do that. And then your diet screws that up. If you drink alcohol, it screws that up. If you smoke weed, it screws that. So everything is a potential harm to your natural fucking production. While when you inject testosterone exogenously, it's always there. Even if you are the most retarded person and you stay up to until 4 in the morning every fucking day watching Netflix, you will still have all that testosterone flowing and allow your body to grow. So that's why introducing even a little bit of test on your body is going to essentially put you in super physiological mode. But yeah, that's it, bro. Stay natural, my brothers. Hell yeah, bro. I think I always say that, like, most of what I learned about testosterone and these things are because of my own insecurity. Because, like, I've been the gym guy, the guy that has a fucking gym in the living room for 10 years, but I only look as the gym guy after I decided to stop being so fucking fat. People only acknowledge that I like train and stuff when I drop the fat. Because when you are fat and natural, it doesn't matter if you are strong at all, because you always look just like a fucking barrel. It's it's terrible. And I always had a lot of insecurity because I knew, hey, if I hop on cycle, bro, if I hop on cycle, I will look like a fucking tank in a matter of months. Because especially I'm already strong, my diet is already full of fucking awesome stuff. It's just a matter of, like, have more androgens in my system to allow for my traps and shoulders to balloon up. And yeah, yeah, so I learned a lot because I was always on the verge of hopping on cycle. The only thing that prevented me from really going forth with the with the juice was my problems with addiction, my struggles with addiction, because I already know that I'm an addictive. I have a gnarly addictive personality. And yo, I know if I start taking tests, it's a matter of fucking 1 to 2 cycles for me to be taking trend and going crazy at home. And another fucking reason is because a lot of my friends here in Brazil, everybody takes steroids. You enter the gym in a matter of 3 months. The most retarded, the most motherfucking Twig McLovin looking motherfucker in the world is taking steroids here. Okay, so I see these dudes doing the dumbest shit, not what Dean is doing. I see people like shoving stanozolol without a base of tea and just butt fucking their endocrine system straight away. People are afraid of fucking needles, which is another thing that, bro, if you're afraid of needles, don't dabble with fucking steroids, because you will need to be shoving that fucking needle in your mid cushion if you wanna do this fucking shit as safe as possible. And the if you start popping the fucking pills like the fucking tabs like a fucking crazy person, it's a matter of 10 years for you to develop some gnarly liver issues. So fuck, bro, stay natural, bro. Stay natural if you can, as long as you can. Woo! What's up, Jason? Thank you, bro. Thank you for the contribution yesterday, bro. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. I was super stoked, bro. Thank you so much. I am working remote and currently remotely working for a little bit. Awesome, bro. So just hang out and listen. Maybe if you have some question to send us, hit me up. Ah, I've bought juice for my Brazilian friend. Test and HGH, but another natty amigo told me it wasn't worthy. Yeah, bro. It's always a fucking Brazilian, bro. It's always a Brazilian. Bro, if I wanna have like a vial of testosterone annotate in my desk, I can get that shit in fucking 15 minutes. Like all the guys that sell this stuff here here in my town are my friends, you know. So it's gnarly, bro. Yeah, I don't have a a judgment call. I'm not. I don't think if you do steroids, bro, it's your choice, it's your life, it's your body, you know. I did so many fucked up things with my fucking body. I took all the drugs. I still drink alcohol way more than I should. I still smoke cigarettes. Like I smoke one pack. I still smoke one pack every week, every other week. And yeah, I do stupid shit. Everybody does stupid shit. There's people that eat pizza. There's people that fucking likes to jump from cliffs with wingsuits. So yeah, it's not a judgment call, but it's unnecessary. So it's why add another problem to your life. Now I said I was I am going to probably be canceled because I can't hold my fucking mouth. But it's something that I was talking to my daughter. My daughter entered in that hopped in that trend of like changing pronouns and shit, you know. And I looked at her and I told her like, hey girl, listen, life is already stupidly complicated and tough. It's going to be hard as shit, okay? Why add an unnecessary variable to complicate it even further? It's already fucking complicated. And like I have tattooed in my fucking forearm, simplify, you know, because I believe try to make things as simple as possible. So changing your fucking pronouns and starting steroids are the same thing. Yeah, you are going to feel great about it for whatever reason, but you are complicating something that could be easier and simpler. So that's it, bro. That's my attempt at being canceled. Let's see. Hey, thank you for sharing your knowledge. It's the least I could do when going through DOMs. When going through DOMs, does that hold a lot of water? I never thought about that, bro. I'll owe you that one. I don't know. I don't know if when you are with DOMs you are holding more water. I would believe that no, maybe not, because DONS is just damage in the muscle cell, okay, and the damage is being repaired, but I don't really think that it requires inflammation and accumulation of water and metabolites to repair the cell. I think that only happens to prevent the damage. So I might be wrong. I'm speculating here. I'm going off the top of my head, but I'll take a look at this and maybe take a look at some research about this kind of stuff, and then I'll hit you back, Jason. Whoa. Let's see what we have here. Let's take another question from Quora. And hit me up, bros. Hit me up. I'm going to be ending this live stream earlier than usual. I have already said that, but if in case someone is just hopping on, then just so you guys know, I need to go grab my wife at work pretty soon in a matter of 30 minutes tops. So, but hey, steroids are today topic. It seems to be steroids. Well, egg, my fucking favorite protein source. And why? Eggs are my fucking favorite protein source because they are also one of the only rich sources of choline. And choline is a precursor to a fucking neurochemical neurotransmitter called acetylcholine, which is imperative for you to be able to learn and create new synapses, which is neuroplasticity, and to make you able to focus and think complex abstract thoughts. And I want to be fucking smart, so choline is awesome. So what are the terms to know to understand steroids and how they work in the body? Today is chart day. I will have to expand this fucking thing here. Let me put my fucking face a little bit to the side. Expand this fucking face because I want to draw things today. I was so excited moving the bars here. Oh, damage. Yeah. So let's make a fucking chart for steroids. Yeah. Oh fuck. The resolution is too fucking. Let's make this one smaller, this one bigger. Let me see how. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, that's an awesome question, Jason. I think we can cover that now talking about the terms that define steroids. But essentially, the the steroids that are derivatives of not from testosterone but from dihydrotestosterone, which is like one of the androgens, one of the sex hormones, the one that really defines male characteristics like aggression, like baldness, and a lot of other things. The steroids that are derivatives of DHT, they give you tons of fucking strength, way more than the others. So let's see terms about fucking steroids. Fuck, why these letters are so fucking big, bro? Test. No, let's create a new archive. I discovered why it's so big. It's because that fucking that fucking page was too fucking small. So let's put 1500 pixels. Boom. Hell yeah. So, terms surrounding testosterone. First one, testosterone. So testosterone is a hormone. Let's start with hormones. What is a fucking hormone? Boom, hormone. A hormone is a fucking biomolecule that acts on the activity of cells. Okay, so testosterone in specific, when testosterone parks outside of a muscle cell, it teaches the muscle cell a better recipe for protein synthesis. It teaches the muscle cell how to build more fucking muscle. So if the muscle cell has androgen receptors, let's put it right here. So androgen receptors, which are ARs. If the cell has androgen receptors, which are parking spots for testosterone, for the hormone, to sit outside of the fucking cell and inform the DNAs, the ribosomes that are making proteins inside the muscle cell, how they should be going to make fucking muscle more efficiently. That's what testosterone, one of the various things that testosterone does. Testosterone, fuck. I don't like this. I don't like this drawing stuff right anymore. I start writing and I feel like I'm the most boring person of the world. So I'm just gonna riff off about this fucking thing. So alright, androgen receptors, you need to know that. Androgens are fucking androgens are let me just correct my fucking screen. Uh, uh, Back to where we were. I don't know why I'm always trying to change up, you know? Like I just don't sit here and talk my shit like I know how to do it. I always trying to, hey, let me try another thing, and then I get frustrated and I I lose my rhythm and need to start all over again, and everybody that is watching go away. It's fucking terrible. So terms. Okay, we talked about testosterone, we talked about hormones, androgen receptors, what else? So androgens. Androgens are the male sex hormones, and estrogens are the female sex hormones. So that's another term. DHT is one of the male sex hormones, and there are several DHT derivatives, which are anabolic steroids that people use, like masteron, primobolan, anavar. What else? Those three are the safest and most efficient ones. There's more. There's one more that is pretty popular that I don't remember right now. Fuck it. Usually the testosterone derivatives, the testosterone, there's a bioidentical testosterone, which are synthetic versions of the male sex hormones made out of yams. They extract it from yams, and the most commonly used bioidentical forms of testosterone are testosterone enanthate and testosterone cypionate. The difference between enanthate and cypionate is essentially the half-life of the ester, which means cypionate usually lives up to 3 days until it reaches its half-life. Its half-life means after 3 days, cypionate is going to be at half its concentration in your bloodstream. And one of the main things that people miss when they are trying to calculate how they are going to take their steroids is that this clearance of the ester based on the half-life, it's not a direct line, it's rather exponential. So it's a little bit like fucking COVID, like when people were explaining what the fucking pandemic means, what the exponentiality of a pandemic means. Well, it's like at the point that in one day, it's going to go from 1% of the population, and the other day is going to be at 2%, and then 4%. And then when it reaches 50%, in the next day is going to reach 100%. That's what fucking exponentiality means. So the half-life of disasters, it goes away rather exponentially. This means that if by the third day it's at 50% of the concentration, this does not mean that it's going to have you are going to have the fucking chemical in your system for 6 days. It's probably going to completely be cleared like a day and a half after you reach the half-life. So that's something. That's another thing about fucking steroids. The enanthate, the enanthate is a little bit longer. The ester is a little bit longer. If I remember correctly, it's 7 to 10 days. But I'm not a fucking expert on steroids, so I don't know. Let me see what else. Under the umbrella of testosterone, there's a lot of testosterone derivatives. The most commonly known, commonly used is the dianabol, the fucking D-bol, and yeah. What else about? There's fucking DECA. DECA is a how can I say this? DECA is like, let's say it's like a hybrid of testosterone and estrogen. It's nandrolone. Is its name, and nandrolone occurs naturally in the body when testosterone is being converted by aromatase, which is an enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen. It's the enzyme that make people develop bitch tits, make people develop gyno. And and when aromatase is converting testosterone into estrogen, there's 4 steps. It's a cascading effect. And one of these steps, I don't remember which one of them, the testosterone is converted into nandrolone. So that's why DECA usually has some properties. DECA is highly aromatization, generates tons of aromatase. This means like when you take DECA, it's pretty easy to develop like breast tissue and have emotional problems. But also DECA, because of these properties that are kind of related to estrogen, if you think about it, DECA has a lot of properties that protects your tendons and protects your ligaments. And usually when you shove just straight testosterone, it fucks your fucking tendons and your ligaments. That's why when you see somebody like benching a modest fucking weight and they have a fucking pec there out of the sudden, usually that dude is juicing, because when you juice, The testosterone and DHT usually are pretty gnarly in your fucking joints. It reduces the elasticity and the collagen in your tendons and in your and in your ligaments. So emotional damage. What else? Yeah, so DECA is usually good for athletic performance because it will give you a ton of strength, it will give you more muscle mass, and it helps protect your joints and all the soft tissue in the body. A derivative of DECA is fucking Tren, but Tren it's a little bit, it's a complicated drug, is a sophisticated drug. It's not sophisticated because it's pretty aggressive, but it's sophisticated in the sense that it is engineered, it's highly engineered. Maybe you guys have heard of SARMs, like selective androgen receptor modulators, we do essentially the same thing that a steroid can do, but in a lesser degree. But because it changes the way that the androgen receptor works, it improves upon the function of the androgen receptor, making your body use the testosterone that it already has endogenous in the body more efficiently, And Tren is like a steroid SARM, you know? It's a steroid that also modulates how the fucking androgen receptor works. And that's why Tren is fucking gnarly. Tren is ridiculous. People take Tren and they, like, if they already have a nice frame and a nice structure to their body, when they take Tren, that just they get dense as fuck. Tren is fucking insane. But steroids, especially any steroid, they work in the hypothalamus. They affect the hypothalamus, which is a area of your brain that controls fear, your instincts of fear, your drive to pursue things, your uh, let me think what else. The basic needs, basic needs, aggression, this kind of stuff. And testosterone and any other steroid, it acts like a volume knob to the hypothalamus. So when you start shoving exogenous testosterone, the volume knobs start to go up. And when you take Tren, because of these characteristics of changing how the receptor also behaves, it's like you broke the fucking volume knob and your hypothalamus doesn't work well anymore. You become a fucking absolute psycho. So never, never, ever dabble with Tren, my brothers. Tren is insanity. It's going to fuck you up. Oh, that's enough talk about steroids, bro. I'm not a fucking expert on steroids. I never use steroids. I'm just talking out of my ass here, and I like to talk. I prefer to talk about stuff that I really understand, which is fucking lifting, running, and being a crazy person that loves the iron. Yeah. Let's go. Let's see. What's up, Newman? How you doing, my boy? Thanks for coming by, bro. Thanks for coming by. Let me see what you have to say here. Hello, Mr. Potato. I've been stuck on a phase of my program for 2 weeks where I need to do 5 reps of chin-ups in 2 sets. I can do 5 for the first set, but after resting for 1 minute and a half, I can do only 3. What can I do to increase this? I rest 1 day in between workouts. Okay. The first thing you need to do is ramp up your rest time. Okay. The people that rest the most in all lifting, in everything lifting, are people that are really trying to emphasize building strength and building power and explosive strength, like Olympic weightlifters and powerlifters. These guys, they rest between a set of 3 reps or 3 to 5 reps. It's not uncommon to see these guys like rest for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. There's one guy online that I love that dude. It's a vegan Olympic weightlifter called Clarence Kennedy, And bro, that dude rests 25 minutes between a fucking set of, like, of course he's moving like 300 kilos in a fucking squat, but I've heard other people saying that he fucking rests for 25 fucking minutes between sets. So what you are doing here with your chin-ups are essentially strength work, because you are working below 5 reps, and to finish the fucking set, each set, I know that you fucking grind. You go that last rep, you're going like, oh fuck, until you reach the end of the rep. So since you are doing strength work, train like a strength athlete. Rest more. That what you are trying to achieve there is neurological adaptation, is making your central nervous system learn how to produce strength. And that is not metabolic at all. It's not about food. It's about you going there and executing the most powerful contraction that you can to teach your body how to be strong. So rest more, hit your chin-ups as fresh as possible, and ramp up that volume, my brother. I want to see 3 to 5 sets and do them daily. Do them daily. Yeah, that's another strategy I've read in a T-Nation article a fuck ton of years ago, and I implemented to get my chin-ups to 10 chin-ups. Was every time that I passed by my pull-up bar, I did a set of chin-ups. It doesn't matter. Every time I see the pull-up bar, chat of chin-ups. It was in an article by Jim Wendler that I read that, and I copied, and I managed to finally hit my fucking 10 pull-ups after like 2 to 3 months doing this every time I pass by my fucking chin-up bar. The camera is with a delay. I don't know how can I fix this. Fuck. Let me see. Pop, 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 pop. Dispositivo. I think it stopped. Whew, okay. Let's see what else. Jason, I will always be 100% natural, but this whole steroid thing is strangely interesting. Thoughts about why they aren't illegal or very hard to get if they are so damaging to the body. They aren't illegal. Where are you from, Bo? Because here in Brazil they are illegal. They are illegal, but everybody has it. And in the United States is illegal too. I think the UK is not illegal. Are you in the UK? Yeah. And I don't think they should be illegal because they are damaging. But I don't think any drug should be illegal. I think people should take responsibility for their actions. After all, if you are an adult and you want to do something, if you want to buy a gun, what's stopping you, you know? Yeah. Let's see what TSJ has to say. Short rest for low reps, pull-ups, chin-ups is 100% oof. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Short rest for low reps, it's not good, not bueno. Short rest, like a minute rest, a minute and a half rest is awesome for like ultra metabolic training. Like when I say that, is like going for metabolic stress, ton of reps. If you are doing biceps curls, okay, it's not really interesting to shove a ton of weight in a biceps curl and do 4 reps. You're not going to feel anything doing biceps curls with fucking 4 reps. But if you shove like a weight that you can do 20 reps in your biceps curls, and you put your rest time super low, put a minute of rest time, by the second or third set, you will already, in a matter of 10 minutes, you will already be doing like close to 50 fucking repetitions, and you will feel your biceps exploding, and that's the fucking pump, bro. That's the best feeling in the world. And in the biceps, the pump, to me and to a lot of my friends and a lot of people that I coach, that I taught, that I work with and talk to and train together, they concur, man. The best way to feel your fucking biceps get a gnarly pump is a ton of fucking repetition with a light CC boy weight. Yeah, bro. US, Texas. Whoa. Steroids are not illegal in Texas. That's strange, bro. Yeah, maybe with a prescription it's not illegal, but to my knowledge, it's a Schedule One drug in the United States. To my knowledge, but I might be wrong. I don't live there. If I live there, I would know for sure. Dillman, do you recommend Pavel Tsatsouline method while increasing rest times? Woo, Pavel is fucking awesome, but he has a ton of fucking methods. Which method you're talking about? The only program from him that I used for a little bit was the Strong and Sinister, something like that. But I fucking love that dude. His approach to training is usually a minimalist approach to training. So there's stuff that he will preach that I'm not really that in favor of, because his approach is really minimalistic. It's like two exercises and 15 minutes you're done. It works for a regular human being trying to fucking just put a workout in is insane. But I'm more of a I love the fucking gym. I love the fucking iron. I like to be train. I like when I'm training, and I can't wait to go train again. And when I'm training, I don't want to stop. Sometimes I'm like trying to do more work, then I have to say to myself, bro, you are doing shitty reps. You are not introducing anything. You are just flailing weights around. Stop. Go eat some fucking protein. Ah, fuck. Thank you for your answer too. It's really hard to filter information. You are my go-to for fitness. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, bro. Thanks a lot, man. Like, yo, the only thing that I can say for sure is that I try to be as honest as possible with every answer that I provide. So I don't touch on subjects that I have no clue about. If I have no clue about it, I just try to not touch on it. Like steroids is something that I don't have experience, but that itch of always thinking maybe. Like I had the itch of taking steroids last week. I thought to myself, I'm doing live streams. It's good for business if I look insanely impressive. So I was thinking about taking steroids last week, and then I said to myself, fuck man, let's just be authentic, be a tiny guy, and if someone is dumb enough to not parse the image from the knowledge, then fuck that person. It's better that they go away anyways. So that's it, bro. Thank you a lot for trusting my advice, brother. It means a lot to me. Why aren't cigarettes illegal, for example? Fuck, bro. I wish cigarettes. No, if cigarettes were illegal, I would start smoking earlier. So, because I did all the illegal shit way young. Like, it's a bit of a bummer. It's a bit of a bummer of a story, but hey, yes, that way you guys know me a little better and understand why I became an addict, why I became the person that I am today. But my father was shot when I was 12. Yeah, I lived the full Brazilian experience. And and after that I went on a crazy self-destructive ride, and that's why I first started smoking weed and skateboarding all day, skipping school, and then weed evolved into cocaine and drinking and cigarettes, and then hanging out with the wrong people. And I was like, I was training jujitsu, and I was part of the crew of the people that like to fight in the streets. And then you start to mingle with other bad people. So yeah, my life was a train wreck when I was a kid. So I don't think, and all the things that I was doing were illegal. So I think when things are illegal, it's even more tempting for people. Like smoking, for instance, nobody in my entire family smokes. I'm the only one, so it's kind of illegal in my family, and I went there just because I was a fucking brat, stupid motherfucking brat, and yeah, fuck. You get banned from sporting events, and that is about it. It may not be enforced. About steroids, you're not even banned. Depends on the depends on the league you are working with. Like in the NFL, most people there's a threshold in which you can use. You can take HGH. You can take TRT. There's a big threshold for stuff that you can use. They just glaze over most of the time, but and when you get caught, like DeAndre Hopkins was caught in the last season, and Julian Edelman was caught a couple of years ago, and they only get a suspension of like three weeks, and Hopkins got 8 weeks if I remember correctly, and Edelman got 3 weeks of suspension, and then they were on the field because. In reality, everybody in the fucking NFL knows that all of the athletes there are taking stuff, you know. It's impossible, and it's even needed for that sports in specific because it's fucking brutal. The injury rate is 100%. You know. Ah, let's see what else. My shoulders pop a lot sometimes. My left shoulder feels like it wants to dislocate when doing pull-ups at the bottom of the range of motion. I think gets better with sets. Worrying. I didn't understand the fucking question. But if you have problems with the shoulder, it's usually the front part of the shoulder overpowering the back part. So you need to introduce exercises like reverse pec deck, face pulls, and rotational work like this motherfucking movement. You know, boom. Using bands is awesome to do that, and using dumbbells and everything, and do a lot of that shit. I have a friend that has the same problem. His shoulder, we say that he is like a testing dummy, because we were playing beach tennis, which is a fucking girl sport, you know, and like he was going to do a serve and fucking dislocated his shoulder. His shoulder just popped off of the socket, and we had to take him to the hospital, like with the shoulder dangling, with the arm dangling, you know. And then we started to do he bought a set of weights, and I started to help him with this exact exercises using resistance bands and dumbbells, and he never had that problem again, and it used to happen to him like super mega often. So introduce fucking face pulls, inclined lateral raises, and rotational work to work the rear delts and teres muscles and rotator cuffs, and that will fucking help you with the fucking shoulder stability and prevent your shoulder from popping off at the socket, my brother. That's it, bro. Live stream shooting up. What that mean, bro? I'm fucking dumb. I'm dumb. That's a really heavy story. Not many have the strength to turn around from that. Yeah, man. Bro, I you only know the fucking reality that you have, you know? So, in a sense, for a lot of time, it was normal to me. I only noticed that it's not normal, you know, because everyone around me kind of live a similar experience. I only noticed that it wasn't normal when I started to change, you know, when my life started going in a different direction. And fitness has a lot to do with that, because after I started like after I learned, I read a fucking book from the guy that is the CEO of Legion, and after I read that book and I learned the scientific principles of fucking training, I got hooked. And I fucking learned how to introduce a structure to my diet, a structure to my training. And that gave me the basic structure that took me from working stupid jobs like delivery, and not that it's stupid to work delivery, but it's a dead end job. It's a job that's not going to take you anywhere, you know. And like working construction, but not construction like being paid like a decent wage to work construction. It's like doing a 1 day thing and going there receiving like $5 to spend all day digging holes, and then you are shoot out of the site, you know. And yeah, I used to do those kinds of stupid jobs. And after I started training and having more structure to at least one aspect of my life, I started to be more structured with work and show up at work at the correct time. And obviously, that's a good way to getting noticed by your boss and your boss liking you and etc. So yeah, it was really important to me to change my life. Was fucking training really gave me a structure to take change my life for the better. And then I started working with sales, and sales you don't need to have a degree to work with sales. So I became good at sales, and that's it, bro. Once I was good at sales, I started to move up in life, and now I'm in a way better position than I used to be. But yeah. Whoa, I never would have thought you had such a backstory. Sorry if this is an intrusive question, but have you ever done a Vale Tudo match? Your story remind me of Rickson Gracie. No, I never did a official Vale Tudo match, but we used to we used to fight on the streets of Fuckton. Yeah. When I was growing up, like the UFC was nothing, you know. Here in Brazil, we used to make fun of the UFC because our guys, or champions were all fighting on Pride FC, you know. And we used to mock the UFC and say like, "God, the fucking fake ass champion of the UFC is stupid. Vanderlei Silva would demolish him." And it was the thing that everybody did, you know. Everybody trained in martial arts, and when you go to a club and when you go do anything, people join in bands and clash, you know. But it was a rough time, but it was awesome in a sense, you know. I think that the way people are fragile these days, it's fucking stupid, you know. I remember me and my friends, we would get in a disagreement and beat each other, and then 2 days later we are best friends again, you know. It's over. We don't hold grudges. But nowadays, if something happened, people hold a grudge forever. There isn't. It seems that there isn't that big of a bond as it used to be back in the day. But maybe I'm just getting older and pissed and wanting to complain. You like Yoda on Quora. I imagine you as a 7 foot tall giant, and the real you is perfect, my bro. Wisdom doesn't need a suit. Thank you, bro. Yo, yeah, I thought a lot of people say that to me, like they imagine me like a gigantic. They imagine me like the Macho Man Randy Savage. Like, yeah, let's fucking lift some fucking weights, brothers. Bang iron, brothers. Oh. For being a former user, I would never guessed the body does great things when clean living. Oh fuck yeah, bro! It changed your complexion. It changes everything. It's fucking awesome to get clean, bro. Should be proud of yourself, dude. Learn more from you than anyone else about fitness. Maybe on par with Alan Trow, actually. Ah, train and tamed. Fucking Alan, but man, that guy is awesome. I think it was Alan and Johnny Candito was the first two YouTubers that I started following in fitness because they had great instructionals on how to squat with proper form and how to overhead press with proper form, and they had awesome personalities, and they knew how to fucking communicate like a like a human being, you know, while other people were just like way too like the last fucking person that you will talk in your life. And that's one thing. That's one thing that kind of bothers me in the fitness industry, you know, because most of the guys that are like hyper specialized power lifters, they start talking about training like they understand everything, like they are the like the shit don't stink, you know, and they fucking start bashing on cardio, and I fucking get mad, you know, because in reality, those dudes that specialized in powerlifting, a lot of them are just guys that failed at fucking football. They were not picked. They were not picked to play in the fucking football team, and they specialized in powerlifting, trying to join the fucking team. And when they didn't, they said that they prefer powerlifting and they use powerlifting as a way to support their fucking ego, you know? And yeah, I have a little bit of a grudge for a lot of them, but only when they start bashing on cardio or in other athletic movements like the lunges, for instance. Anyways, yeah, that's a big rant up. I hope I don't get so ranty. What's up, Sachin? How you doing, my boy? Welcome to the live stream, bro. If this is your first time in the live stream, there's only one rule here. You have to ask a question or bail. So come on, bro. Hit me up. Any fitness question, what you have, what you want to know. Hell yeah, TSJ. Reverse pack deck, bro. It's so fucking easy. If you are already on the gym, it's just a matter of sitting on the fucking pack deck, facing the pad, and open your arms. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, when I say football, it's American football. When I say soccer, is fucking the football of the rest of the world because I actually prefer football. I watch a lot of football, bro. I'm a fucking diehard Saints fan, and I used to play in a in a team here in my town, but it's an amateur team. But the guys are fucking big as fuck. It's awesome. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for stopping by, my bro. Yo, tomorrow we'll be back. Actually, I will probably have to end the live stream in 10 minutes tops because I need to go grab my girl at work. So yeah, if I leave her waiting, I think there's no more live streams. What's up, Nate? How you doing, my bro? It's time for a beer. Fuck yeah, bro. Today is Friday, bro. Fucking Friday. So here's the thing. For all of you guys that are going to be drinking some fucking beer today, the next time you are going to plan your workout, plan the day you are going to drink, don't work out, because the thing that beer does, the thing that alcohol does when it joins your fucking your bloodstream, when it is introduced in your bloodstream, is it suppress protein synthesis. So the efforts that you did in the gym get drastically diminished by your fucking alcohol consumption. But to just to tramp that, to just if you be strategic with the timing and the day of the week that you drink and the day of the week that you train, you can bypass that because protein synthesis lasts for 72 hours. So if your last workout and like it ramp up 4 hours after you worked out and then start diminishing. So let's say 2 days after your workout, your last workout, go there, hit a fucking gnarly workout, and then 2 days after, go drink. That's the way to go, baby. Yeah! With arms wide open. Creed is fucking awesome. But I prefer the band that that the dude Mark Tremonti, the guitarist, he made a band after it called Alter Bridge. Alter Bridge is fucking gnarly. It's one of my fucking favorite bands ever, bro. Oh, but fuck, Creed is awesome too. Well, guys, I guess that's it for the day, bros. You guys have any last question to send me? If not, just send that fucking praise brother on the chat so I know that we are finishing things, wrapping things up for the day. Tomorrow I'll probably not work, so I'm going to do a bigger fucking live. I'm going to sit here for more time than usual. So you guys will have a lot of time to talk to me if you want. Oh yeah, bro, Alter Bridge is fucking awesome. Alter Bridge is insane. Yo, I'm a big metalhead. I listen to a lot of stuff, bro. Let's take the question from Sachin then before I take off. How many hours needed in the gym for a beginner to get proper body shape? Proper body shape. Is it increasing time by time or like that? Hours needed. No, the time that you spend in the gym doesn't need to be increased. What needs to be increased is over time the amount of weight that you are moving needs to be increased. So that's the first thing that you are going to do when you go to the gym. Go to the gym. Let me rephrase this. In this next fucking weeks, okay, you are going to join the gym, and all you need to do is go there and hit whatever exercise they prescribe to you. Once you go to the gym and you don't get sore the next day, okay, because that is the first adaptation that your body is going to go through, is the first adaptation that your body is going to go through is learning how to deal with the metabolic stress of engaging in resistance training, of moving, lifting weights. Okay, so do whatever exercise they prescribe to you, and once you are not feeling sore anymore in the next day, then you come back in the live stream and you ask for the next mission. Okay, your first mission is just this. Just go there and do whatever exercise they prescribe to you, and come back here once you are not feeling sore anymore after the workout that they prescribe. And then I'll give you the second step of this process. Hey, Mr. P, how does strength training help with flexibility? Strength training and flexibility. It depends. It depends on on what you are trying to achieve. Okay, like if you are training fuck, no, let me rethink this. Actually, it's the contrary. That's a better way to put it. Flexibility helps with strength training, not the other way around. Actually, if you don't work on your flexibility, on your mobility, and you go directly to strength training, one, your strength training will have a higher risk of injury, and second, you are going to hinder your flexibility because you are accessing suboptimal ranges of motion. But if you go there first and build the mobility to execute the fucking lifts, for instance, to sit on the bottom of a squat like a no Chinese person smoking a cigarette in front of a fucking restaurant, okay? Once you can sit on that fucking deep squat, and you start then adding fucking squats with weights on your back and hit that full ass to grass fucking awesome beautiful squat, then you are going to the accessing that range of motion with the weights on your back is going to open up your hip sockets and your joints and everything. The force is going to travel through the joints and through the ligaments and will benefit your mobility greatly. So that's it. First, build flexibility and mobility, then hit the weights, and then the weights and the flexibility combined is going to turn you into a fucking war machine. Yeah. Praise brother. Let's go, bro. Mr. Potato's playlist gotta drop soon. Yeah, I just put on there's a playlist only with the live streams, and it's a podcast too, so people can listen now. And pretty soon I'm going to drop it on Spotify too. Let's go, bro. Sachin, I was so sore for 2 weeks, 3 days a week for 1 hour. Then that stops. You feel so good after you get a rush from going. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's one of the it's one of the things that I always say, that cardio is have such a big barrier to be overcome, because it takes, let me think, especially if you are chubby like me. I started doing cardio and I was fucking fat as fuck, and it takes like 4 to 5 months of regular cardio for you to start feeling good doing cardio. Strength training, in 2 weeks you are feeling awesome. What will prevent you from keep going at the gym will be just some bullshit lame ass excuse, or okay, or laziness, lack of discipline. While on the with the cardio, it's not just about discipline. With the cardio, it's more like, no, this fucking sucks. You are torturing yourself for a good chunk of time, and you need to be a fucking monk to endure that initial process. Once you get to the other side, and cardio start becoming like your life force, something that you need to feel stable, to feel good about yourself, then cardio is the most awesome thing of all. It's a fucking life hack because you can eat more, you have more cardio. I would even say that because you're pumping blood better, your dick gets bigger. ah, oh, you are new here, Sachin. So listen up. I'm a fitness writer. I write articles on the platform called Quora. It's on this website. Check it out. mrpotato.quora.com. Here, mrpotato.quora.com. There, I've spent the last 2 to 3 years explaining fitness concepts to people. Okay, and you can see my articles there. You see, I try to give the. I'm a better writer than I am presenting this live stream. That I can safely say. I think everybody in the fucking chat will concur with me that my articles are a little bit, because I'm just starting these live streams, and I've been writing for a long fucking time. And I have articles on essentially everything fitness related I probably covered. and and yeah, you can now ask questions there too. You can post questions there, and then I answer the question. I write you an article about the specific question that you sent to me. So that's it, bro. You didn't knew that about cardio? Yeah. Oh man, cardio is fucking, it's insane, man. Like, if you do 130 minutes to 150 minutes of cardio each week, your probability of extending your lifespan is 10 years on average. So think about that. The comparison that I always do to people is like cigarettes, smoking a pack a day of cigarettes every single day. Okay, you know how much of expectancy is reduced? 10 years. So doing cardio regularly is equivalent as not smoking cigarettes. So if you are not doing cardio, you are essentially smoking cigarettes, you know? It's as bad as fucking smoking fucking cigarettes. And it's insane. It increases your lifespan, not just in a direct way, like, oh, okay, your heart is not going to pop off. Even if you like a stroke or something, even if you are trampled by a fucking bus, or you have cancer and you need to survive this fucking surgery, you know what the fuck gives out when you are in the surgeon's table and there's blood going off everywhere? It's your heart, bro. It's your heart that stop pumping because he can't handle the load. If your heart is stronger, if your heart can pump more blood with less beats, because you train your fucking cardiovascular system, your odds of surviving cancer, your odds of surviving being trampled by a bus, getting shot by a fucking maniacal person, it's bigger. And heart disease is the fucking disease that kills the most humans in the world. So why you are not doing cardio is beyond me. It's idiotic. Start doing cardio today, motherfucker. Let's go. Cardio feels awesome, Salvik. I fucking like. If you guys wanna follow me, I post all my runs on Strava, and you can see me waking up every fucking day, 5:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Not every fucking day, because when I lift like super, when I plan a super gnarly session of lifting, I don't run it at those days because I want to focus on getting stronger. But the vast majority of my days, I'm always doing my cardio every morning. Whew, that's it. Well, now I'm at my limit here to go pick up my wife at work. My boys, come back tomorrow for more. And Sachin, thanks for this. Thanks for subscribing, my brother. Welcome to the fucking Iron Path. And bro, go to the gym. Once you're not feeling sore anymore, come back here, and I'll help you out. And even even before that, if you want me to write you a training program, I need people to go back here. So I can help you out for sure, bro. Uh, uh, Ah! That dude is awesome, bro. We can do a reaction to the Kyriakos Grizzly, bro. For sure. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay, my brothers. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being here with me.